Still a yard to go on third down.
Jefferson. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Out.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. One fielded at the 5. And before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He completes it to Nelson.
Complete to J.J. Nelson. A gain of 7 yards.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Herbert. Hauling it in, Nelson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Let's get off the field. Patch it.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, team 6. Hey.
Throwing again. Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Go.
Mike 34.
Here we go. 34 to Mike. Switch up. Now. Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Let's go now. 8, read. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught by Nelson. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
2nd and 11. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down.
Ready? 60 out now. Coaching. Ready?
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. 53. Greystone, Travis.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Got a man. It's Brown. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Check 24, check 24. Hey! Recon, 132 fighter.
To throw on second down. Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The intended receiver there, Allen. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Hey, Wahoo. General West. Hey, turn it up. Go. Motion. Get it.
From the gun, Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34. Bring it. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
That's got to be a long day. That's got to be a long day.
He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 54 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Six, pull it high. Hey, they're scared.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, high 7. Hey. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Now. 33. Watch the run. 5.
From the gun, Herbert. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
You got it. You got it.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey, check. Jim. Ready?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill is going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Eckler. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. He's got his man here. It's Green. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Greystone travel. Smooth. Go. Be ready.
On first down, Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Check 26, check 61. Matchbox right. Defense.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. It's Eckler again. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. With his third touchdown of the game. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing.
And this will be caught at the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backs.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know.